day here as we always take the day with Nana, you understand, at least so that you go talk your own and I go talk my own. Call no go do anywhere. My name is BC Akpaida, and welcome on the program as the other day with my colleague Kadiri.
For us now, good morning again. This very beautiful morning with us sit down here. I've been my brother Kadiri Aloye.
Yes, we get many tori with our table. We will try to say I want to rush them because today the program na some program we go address matter we concern issues of civil service and you know how all of us supposed to contribute and support our government, because as we see say government dem now don dey see say challenges dey, and the challenges wey dey for ground na all of us challenge. No be say thank God say you wear a luther today. On a comradeship level now you dey today.
No think another thing.
Okay, comrade mean something else.
Na something else o.
Okay, na when they sabi the slang, we our own na to blow am, abi. But all the same, at least the bottom line be say all of us must join hands to make sure say Nigeria great, and we dey resolute. We dey resolute to make sure say first and foremost our state, those states, and then we go push am, you know, to the larger scale. So welcome once again on the program ahead of the Osun State governorship election wey dey come on the 15th of August 2026. All activities for there don dey go well to make sure say that election issues no go dey, and the police, the Inspector General of Police IGP Olatunji Diso don tell everybody say dem ready to work with the electoral team to ensure say this particular electoral process go well and everything dey. And even he still speak with the journalists and other people wey dey there say yes, time don come, and even politicians say make they allow the process dey free and fair. Him come warn desperate politicians say make they try their best to make sure say they no come out with that desperation because na the only admonition they fit give them be that desperate politicians.
Yes, even the ruling party for Osun State, they dey desperate. Those their opponents, they dey desperate. So he say it's just a season of desperation. There's another test for the INEC chairman. Amupitan. This is a strong test for am. He dey make him prove himself. I think he just finished one for Ekiti. This time, all this one are tests towards a big one for 2027. So the earlier he prove himself, the better for us. But if he prove himself below bar, we get questions to ask. So we expect everything to play out irrespective of who they play the game. In at the head of the EMB, election management body, and we don't expect less from her. And from the police angle, we know say when they come to single election like this, we say na only this state get the election, then they dey active. You understand? We still don dey do 2020 for Edo, we still don dey do 2024 for Edo. But now when we dey get massive, let's say like that 2027 now, about say 31, 32 states go get their governorship election. Na there the work dey overwhelming.
Exactly. Yes. So I should say because even the last time the chairman of INEC bin don appeal say they go need a lot of support, and as I dey follow the talk, call don come for ad hoc staff, all those their staff wey dey take dey support themselves during election. So if you get credible people wey go fit work with INEC, go their various local governments where they dey, and more at least avail yourself of that opportunity to also serve your fatherland. Some people see that work as work to say collect 5k 20k as the case may be, but all of us don talk say we wan make Nigeria better. And if indeed you join this bandwagon of people wey dey positive say Nigeria go fit better, then more do the right thing if we find ourselves in that situation. Fansan Yama for inside Northwest, they don still rescue under 27 kidnapped victims. Yesterday we heard how the city rescue this particular coordinated mission wey dem dey do so na from Zamfara, Sokoto, all around that northwest area for up north there, and they've been, they don't they make a lot of positive results now that they get, and it dey very interesting to know say those same bandits wey be like say be dey fall our army hands Now the military, they don't show them truly what stuff they are made of. So meaning now the command now be the challenge before now, because truly our boys any day they're gallant, and that one I want thing we will give to our Nigerian troops, our Nigerian army.
Just imagine say a serving general in the military, whether Air Force, Navy, Army, you could just take 1 month off. 1 month, we just come out.
For inside all this crisis,
yes. So but I like the General Christopher Musa, the Chief of Defence Staff, the Minister of Defence. I like the way they come up. If you travel without my approval, just dey there, not just come because we will keep your sack.
Just
do yourself the justice. Because you come, you must come tell us why you travel without taking order. Two, when you travel, what you go do. Number three, and you need to prove to us in our family you go see. We need to bring all of them when we see, make them tell us say yes, now where our father come see. You know, sometimes all these stringent measures, they're not just a come up. They come as stringent measures. Then they come up because some persons don't flat the law somewhere. You understand? See what he talk again now. He said kill them. Shoot at sight. Now there be that, finish them.
No wait for another instruction.
Will they get the result? You understand? Now we know say I want if you obey law. No, we don't. They will surround. They'll say no. Don't shoot. The commander protest me. Don't shoot. Your life. They are at risk.
Exactly.
See that is a corporal? Yes. Where kill the commander that time. The troop command is not section troop commander. That one I think that one captain. That one just marry come. Anytime we take excuse say let me see go and see my family even for 3 days come, but you know they agree. Anytime they say you know not they agree. So you just go come okay, you don't go marry come last week. They talk to your wife or phone, just crack on, kill your guy. The whole land they arrest am. Whether they don't judge that case will not come for law. But the most important thing is that if our ogas they dey on ground with the boys will be motivated.
Exactly.
In general they US they come and say they catch 6 bandits.
He say they hold them.
We are coming. Now General Musa, the minister for education, say kill them.
No call anybody, put just go ahead and do the needful. All right, learning for inside Kano, I tell you I say Kano State these days don they turn around. Them say won't try to at least catch up and even overtake, as the case may be. 8,500 new teachers now they don't recruit for their schools right now, and you know, say as of yesterday we hear say for inside even Kano and other areas for there say they won't begin to bilingual education. That one means say they go dey use plus Hausa and Fulani and English mix all together take dey teach the children education. So where would they go right now? These people are gearing up, you know, up north, and I really like this particular spirit. But of course, you know, they will tell me say you want to be president or vice president as the Kwankwaso. Now states with that, in a major stakeholder for that place now. I mean, you know, tell me say you want to be president. You suppose they show us charity begins at home. So now this kind of thing we suppose they see for inside Kaduna State, and not only this one with the year for inside Kaduna State. They say illicit drugs and other things too. They don't put ban on them, and you know, very soon we go to see beginning of new things for that. And you know, if Kaduna fit change, almost every other state for that area it go follow suit, because it be like Lagos for south, the way Lagos State be for south. Now so Kaduna State be up north.
I like the fact say our northern leaders they don't wake up to the reality say education na key. Yeah. We no go fit change am, whether na padlock key, whether na jam lock, any key wey be at on a key, na that key na e be. The small boy wey police hold yesterday, the boy na e dey run a PhD for US. Police hold am that yesterday afternoon. He come down, he address police well. He wan comot, they say no, say this guy just deceive them. That's eruption for mouth. That guy come try give them. He say if they make invest, I'm not gonna call your president. I'll call president of the US to deal with you people. But that because get interest. This is where you want from Benin or Donald Trump.
That's tired.
Because then he opened up, brought out his wallet, showed me. As this guy now PhD student for US, so we just go show a foreign student our character. For this country, I'm gonna let am go. They don't get choice. They want the people who like the way two of us take coming, take tell the police, now they do the wrong thing. That on one side. On number two side, this education will be called for. Make it be impactful education. Now they call for. On Tuesday, Ibrahim Traore, president of Burkina Faso, he called the people together on this education matter. He said he don't say for the data a month ago they don't give her. He said yeah, get 1,000 students from Burkina Faso where they study Sharia law for Saudi Arabia. He said after studying the law, you will not come back home to start enforcing religion on the people. He said no. Go and study go and become a medical doctor, become an engineer, come and do what will improve the people instead of trying to make Burkina Faso a one religious state. We have the Christians, we have the Muslims, we have the other African traditional practitioners. So wetin una dey go study Sharia law for? If una no be to, and wetin he talk, e really make sense. He say it is in our constitution that Burkina Faso will remain a multi-religious nation.
Exactly.
So then they can say wetin dem dey say dem go school go study, e should be in line with state and national development.
Exactly. I don't know why some people go wan impose their religion on others.
Because I say dem dey learn am with Fulani and Hausa. More doors for them to inculcate, to indoctrinate all those jihadist matter into them.
No. I feel so sometimes like in China and Chinese most times they say they learn some of their language. Exactly. No, but their own language in Hausa. No. I don't know whether Fulani but na bilingual we talk. So wetin they call bilingual and then they never define am for us. But I think wetin they try to talk we say we know of course, but sometimes I think wetin they mean that was your side is dey entitled to that particular perspective wey you deliver just and a good point, right? But wetin me dey try to talk we say sometimes because those children they don't understand any other language, especially English, you need to teach them in the language they understand. Maybe now be the importance of bringing in their Hausa language or any other language. It be like may go or they wan use Yoruba teach the children. You understand? Though to an extent, because of wetin we don sabi those language with, which is the Fulani language, wetin we don tag am with, na make you dey get this notion right now. You understand?
No, it's better than that, because somebody can study in Oyo today and want to impart Nigeria from Zamfara. Somebody can study from Kebbi State and want to impart Nigeria from Kwara. You understand? It must not be tied to language. We get one language where if they set exam come Nigeria, they know they set through Hausa language to do English.
Well, that one better.
So that one they look at. Apart from that, the first one we talk now true because of the antecedents. Number two, one look at national development. Now see the odds. We know we let our echo before we serve them. Don't want let the echo go reach the plate. You understand? So as we don't serve them like this, maybe governors, all of them, 19 governors from the north, all of them will be Fulani, all of them will be Hausa. Exactly. We get Jarawa amongst them, we get Nupe and all of that. So when they come back to what they use for South, then we get less than 19. I think for South we should have about 17 or there about 17 plus 19, that give us automatically 36. You understand? So if all of us they speak one language they learn, but in your region you can also, like me, I did Edo for primary and secondary school, but that will not take away the place of English. You understand? And the Edo's are very well.
Yes, of course, but we don't know so that's of course it's good as we discuss and right, because we don't know how much of that English they want to infuse into, or how much of the Hausa or other languages where they want to infuse into the full curriculum of learning. But the bottom line, at least they don't see education as a way forward, and at least we go say kudos to them and congratulations, even though they say it's better late than never. Because their lateness and see wetin don cause the nation left, right and center serious challenges of jihadists and terrorism and backwardness, but again better late than never. So we welcome them with full hands and open hands, and we go also appeal to those wey still dey for south wey be like say they never find themselves. They fit go back to their state, as it Kano state don dey open up now to a lot of positivity. They fit go back there and go enjoy the benefit of wetin their governors dey give to them. National Drug Law Enforcement Agency NDLEA they don uncover one laboratory for inside Ijebu East local government area for inside Ogun State, where they say that they produce illicit drugs, methamphetamine. The grammar long well. So but at least they say this particular one, so that, you know why I even say make I bring am 3 Mexicans dey inside. Why be so oyinbo must follow for inside all these drugs matter for now? The last one wey dem still catch around that south there, oyinbo still dey inside for inside this production. They come hide inside our bush now, dey do all of these things. That's if they go check inside that imoga bush, I'm not sure say na only terrorism they go see for there. Okay. They go see a lot of other things inside that particular place, because for people to be staying there for 35 years, Kadiri, you don't know what that one mean. 35 years is a long time. That means, you know, tell me say we day will begin see terrorism will be major issue for Nigeria. Abi? Yeah. So that means something else on the way that they do inside those bush. And I be the one where they go catch them right now for inside Ogun State. Okay. Inside one of those areas, those forests there. Yeah, catch them come out.
You see, the other time we'll do that investigation on these kidnappers, why they stay inside bush and the rest. This time one of our findings. They don't do bunkering right now.
Exactly.
They bore into the pipelines wey pass those areas. Then they drill fuel. Nobody dey supply fuel go give them, according to that guy. But na only food. That's that they come buy daily.
They go tire to chop vegetable now.
Vegetable
and fruit.
Vegetable dey be like.
They go tire to chop that one, so they go wan chop swallow.
Now 3 Mexicans. Now they say a cash. The other time about 8 Malaysians.
Yes.
Now you see, these countries wey we talk about now, Mexico, Malaysia, name them, these are high drug filled areas. Now this one they'll come here, instead of them to the import, to the export onto Nigeria, Nigerians, they just come here, just get the raw materials, produce them. For which purpose? To destroy
our youth.
You understand? You see one where Oga Nessie, the Rosati kidnapping, they talk to that day. He mentioned, he said your life in there one bar, you don't know. I pity the boy.
One bar.
Yes. He said if you look this boy now, you see his neck don't lost alignment. How come they tell the guy, I say before Oga say you get one bar, that's why you pull your hand, me move your hand. He rubbed hand to your head, he say he go hard though. He talk for police, he say he go hard though. He get one wey dey arrest that time now. He say who dey cause all these things? If dem not sell, those guys, if those guys no way to buy, those guys market go spoil for their hand. Mexicans in Nigeria in collaboration with Nigerians to destroy more lives in Nigeria. Now where is the patriotism? Yeah?
Now the question all of us go dey ask ourselves, because it's not enough to say Nigeria no good our president no good yesterday I ask who dey call Nigeria abeg, which human being we fit point say see Nigeria here? No human being. Na all of us be Nigeria. So the more you say Nigeria no good, knock your hand, put for your chest, say yes, you sef call yourself in that category. So all of us need to unite and make sure say this Nigeria good. But leave una with this give una one interesting story, positive story. Nigeria dey rank second globally for inside AI usage. This one for the time wey world leaders dem go meet for Shanghai to talk about how chat the AI go fit improve and promote development and positive governance. So at least on our positive news, they no even need to tell us the way everybody take carry AI for head for inside Nigeria. You know say Nigeria make dem ever give us something, immediately they give us, we take over.
That's it now. When drugs never share, all our youths normal.
Yeah.
Then one pikin belongs to every parent. Abi?
Yeah.
Don't enter now. So wetin we dey talk. AI wey never reach all of us normal. No be me dey outside, somebody take my picture, put me on top ox by beach. Now that's a call. Not try and pass every trial, so I'm not saying you place my picture for everything. Leave her like that. You understand? Now America, I think don reduce the acceptance of pictures as evidence
because they don't say AI don mess up the whole thing.
Yes. You shirt wey you just buy you never wear, they go inside
and you go dey normal inside.
You understand?
I dey watch one of my friend which day he come fine well. I say no, this person wey I see yesterday no fine like this. AI don work for this one, but so a lot of deception don dey everywhere right now.
Too much. People are making money from it. Nobody make money from her. And I dey tell people say if you know this AI how to use am make money, take the positive side of it. You understand? Take the positive side of it. You get one that wey I see that day, the lady, they put her for inside casket. I say, these people, why we go this far? this are systematically wishing that person dead.
Yeah.
You understand? Our footballer Victor Osimhen, if dey Galatasaray dey play, dem dey show us picture say e get accident for Lagos. Many of us come dey check the mainstream to see, to fact check. We no see anything like that. We were able to call President Ezekwesili, who help us to call Osimhen. As Osimhen is fine, he just dey go for training. Oh my goodness.
Na be the advantage. Thank God say you talk am well, because I think another way to also dey let the public know all the time be say una must always dey fact check all of these things. Gone are the days of saying na me first post am, na me wan first post am. Forget first posting, second posting, or third posting. Wetin you dey post na the fact, na the right thing. Na that all, because as all of us don take the work of citizen journalism put for our body, so then we must also follow the ethics of journalism, because journalism get ethics. So if you call yourself a citizen journalist or citizen journalism, na you wan dey practice by the fact say you say wan dey carry information dey post on social media, then you must also begin to align yourself with what the ethics of the profession says. So everybody must begin to know say ethical profession says you must fact check your fact before you come out with it. So that one wey you go say na me first bring am come outside, whether na lie or na true, no, that era we don pass that.
Youths, they are so obedient.
We don pass that era.
Share. They are so obedient to share. They share. But you just begin it. That's why now when you just share, how much I give you? For this information not correct.
Exactly.
Now flyover matter I talk about, that time the lie wey one lady come and talk like say the place crack.
Okay.
They say before himself injure people. When we don't reach there, no threat, no crack, no failure, structural failure. Yes, I would see beg, especially women, especially these sit-at-home mothers. No be everything wey you see there, even if na real, no be all you go see help share, because you sit at home, you can still contribute to the national peace.
Well, Mr. K, make you laugh a little. I dey watch one video and then they ask one woman, sit at home mother, stay call am because she carry pikin. So now they ask her say, madam, wetin be your own contribution to the development of this nation? He say, if I see post for social media, they share am na.
Na God dey let our mouth come there to correct it, because that's problem.
I just talk am now truly, because since that day I been thinking about say, so this one na how to promote development. They tell you say a lot of things. That's why thank God for as e dey hot, and other programs wey also dey attempt, to educate and improve on development of the nation, because we all need to improve on ourselves. Everyone need to improve on themselves. Nigeria no good. Now you no make am good. That's just the simple truth. Because if indeed you play your part and I play my part, Nigeria go dey better as it's supposed to be. Yeah, more quickly rush one or two items, and then because today we wan look the issue of civil service and how civil service dey bring improvement and development to the nation. Of course, we go dey look Oga Dr. Anthony Okungbowa, and how they don take stabilize the civil service for inside Edo State. But the Senate nationwide don call an audit of licensed miners, say at least time don reach, and then make dem also tighten up the mining practices and all of the rules and laws wey govern that particular sector, even especially for Edo State too. We get a lot of mining sites in Edo State. Wetin dey do about am, how those places dey go, we really need to know. Of course, the Federal Ministry of Solid Minerals Development don already talk and say all these small scale mining department, they need to bring all of them together and be pushing serious monitoring into that particular sector to regulate how mining activities dey happen across the country, because that one too na another way of banditry. You understand? Some people go just go like you talk na inside forest or inside bush, they just go collect one area to themselves there, buy better guns. Anybody wey near that side, they shoot because of wetin they gain for that particular ground. And President Donald Trump yesterday, Mr. K, hail our President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I come got to be sure say whether this one na true abi na AI, because I come fact check am well. I come say even our minister come take am dey proud, say yes, as the matter take dey go. Yeah, because truly the United States President Donald Trump don praise President Bola Ahmed Tinubu leadership in the fight against terrorism. In the talk say with the way Bola Ahmed Tinubu take dey run this package of fighting terrorism, say them as Americans they go stand with Nigerians gidigba, you understand, and they go make sure say they train more of the military and share more intelligence with them, of course, and deploy more special operation into Nigeria to tackle insecurity. Mr. Kadiri, how you see this one? They say the bed with the builders rejected, the stone with the builders rejected.
They come the oga patapata for all this.
Of all the stones, and so we call the same now.
This Donald Trump. When I see him, I check, I open my eye, I remove glass, I read again. I want to be sure, because the fight against terrorism, the fight against insurgency, insecurity,
generally, yeah.
The Nigerian army, precisely. I think no Nigerian armed forces. Now they take this whole fight because I see the waterway. They intercept ammunition so they break the gun. NAMA too is involved. Nigeria Airspace Management Agency, NDMA. If you say NAMA from somebody, it's not cow. We talk about NAMA, Nigeria Airspace Management Agency. They are working seriously alongside with the Nigeria Aviation, because all these private jets, all those choppers when they fly inside bush, can't drop something, they intercept them too.
Okay.
That is the function of the Navy come in collaboration with NAMA. Then number 3, no one not forget fan. I know say Navy they work with fan too. Fan is not just that NAMA. They get separate bodies. That's Federal Aviation of Nigeria.
Yes.
Then come to the Nigeria Army itself. They don put say as Minister of Defence say make we do am like this. E be like pikin wey papa send go wrong. Na leg e dey break down. He no get out to the pass window because him papa dey back.
Yeah.
You understand? When you send some children message say go and do this thing, they believe na authorities send me this thing. Shoot as I say, and we don dey get result. We dey hear rescue from Zamfara, we dey hear from Kebbi, we dey hear from Edo, and probably we will hear from all the states. Lagos recently, na Edo dey come take 2 policemen now, make dem come help dem go rescue some person. I think dem go to rescue about 13. Because the numbers wey me count when dem dey come out from bush wey about 11. But here say all of you are 12 you come out, more just say 11 go count plus 2 wey we dey say 12 you come out. Abi now if Donald Trump wey the America fit dey see the results, we for here more see join hands, more forget politics aside, because that na the first, because of political party now. If somebody say na this party like this, when people draw hate the person whether they do good or not, but more leave politics aside, more use our words, give this troop, this men moral support. They be responsible family men, they deserve lives like me and you, but they put their own and say make me and you for fit get peace within the internal fabrics of the nation. They no support this one any small to don come out see dem don kill Nigeria army, say don kill Nigeria, share wey don carry you call you get small data wey no go last 2 days, begin dey share if that data finish wey take share wetin no suppose. Now who you consider send us data, and if we no sell we are in trouble. Abeg una dey use the data for better thing. Donald Trump don give our Nigeria army kudos, give the president of Nigeria kudos. We too must encourage and give them kudos with our words.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, and this one and a very positive statement. But the House of Representatives, they call on people to assist. Well, I don't know whether na people we suppose to call, but the Akwa Ibom community we been dey submerged with flood on the recently last week on the 16th and 17th to be precise, and the house they call on NEMA, that's the National Emergency Management Agency, and other well-meaning Akwa Ibom people at least to fit support those communities for Eastern Obolo local government area where they submerged with flood water. So but we also talk yesterday say about 17 states now in they don't still a mark they go pass through this challenge of flood. This one a yearly thing really, and Edo State now number 2 on that list, because we say get areas where flood the challenge us well for inside the state. So this flood matter they no go fit even solve am. Na be the challenge.
No, fit solve am.
But like say don dey reduce, dey reduce every year. because we know,
but we more train now.
But we know here. Okay, the rain just never really start actually. I want to say never hear pikin wey the thing carry. Almost every year, exactly. Almost every year we dey hear am.
I think this whole problem started between 1979 and 1982. From our findings, Nigeria and Cameroon get the agreement. Yeah. Say, we wanna build lake here. May we build lake here. So when rain come like this, if our side full, we'll see it open, make it come on our own lake. Exactly. Before the next rainy season, that one will just sit. You understand? Because even water don't too take for granted, it must sit. You understand? Nigeria take their own responsibility, say they want commence. Cameroon builds their own. Then when Cameroon finish their own, Nigeria military take over. When military take over, as in 1982 or 83, they are talking about Buhari and the Diabo. When they take over, that project ended. They not continue. And if Cameroon won't full, then they pity for us before. Well, we don't enter democracy. Obasanjo, you continue with this thing. You not go, you not come. You know say Abiola never became president. You understand? Abiola tried to. Suppose he will continue that and say, okay, now democracy. Now, Obasanjo, do pick up this project. He say, okay, instead, he dey look on Bakassi matter. Kuku even sign wetin Gowon said. But if that one is not enough, Yaya don not say long. I know say the thing was passed over to Goodluck Jonathan. When he not see do, instead go dey build universities for north, universities wey don dey dilapidate. No people no dey go. Today, maybe they will go and say they don't wake up to education. Now, Buhari came back with the assurance that he is going to do it. Wetin he stop, wey not continue, he go do, he no do. Now people will make to Tinubu or we go force am. But we know say if dem no settle that lake to retain any openings from Cameroon, we will continue like this. We will continue to dey lament. A big brother go dey lament say na water, na passport of your house come dey carry people lives, people property. So to me, this issue of flooding na just one point. The place they no sell am o, suppose na like Edo na we dey fear Okiayele, people no go South Finland. The place still dey till today. During the project, we get Ojirami Dam for Akoko Edo, for Edo State to here. I don go there several. As big as that place, e dey retain water. So if they get a bigger one that is 3 of this, then this problem of flooding for Edo, for Akwa Ibom, for all these other states of the nation, it go become a thing of the people can now build their houses, cannot stay in their houses, sleep with their 2 eyes closed. Yeah, how can you be praying maybe enough for? Exactly. No, that one go work. Even if you like me pray for that tomorrow, that one go work. But then I want top people who need to call in at this the commissioner, we they in charge, and you may educate the public more on wetin the Edo State government they do, at least to checkmate this particular flood for inside Edo State. We know say yes na national challenge as you take talk and just now, even the one where they talk today na quite but no be Edo State. You understand? So but yes, na national challenge, but each state after money don dey enter state gboza. You understand how they want take use those money to take ensure at least say the life of the citizen dey secured. Now that one we go need those wey sit down for that particular office when they use their brain, when they put their thinking caps on and see the best way to tackle this issue of flood. The Nigerian economy under the central bank, the governor Oga Olayemi Cardoso don assure Nigerians say the economy dey resilient despite all of the global economic uncertainties and challenges. This one I don dey talk recently dey come and say the governor with all of the activities wey dey happen say no worry, very soon we go see say everything go dey stabilize. Say even yes o, he say even diaspora remittances before na about $200 million na im dey enter per month, now e don jump to about $600 million monthly, and say even their target na 1 billion. You understand? And say this diaspora remittances so na because of the way dem don take dey tigh ten the channels wey take dey enter. Na im be all these borrow dey change rules and laws wey im dey do. But yeah, wetin me I dey always dey ask you say, when we dey hear Oga Cardoso
Oga Cardoso, when we dey hear am dey talk all this in grammar, so I dey always dey ask say how all this one wan take apply to the yam and beans wey dey on top of the Nigerian man table, because until we begin dey see the reflection of all this in grammar, so you go tell me say economy don dey say we dey resist the economic challenge, global challenge and all that. No,
Cardoso wan just take glory for something wey other people dey do. You understand? If I say you wan take glory, if you dey, you go correct me say you no wan take glory. When this message reach am, make e reply, make e rejoin say no be glory you wan take. But to start with, the minister for trades, that one dey contribute. The minister for finance dey contribute. Cardoso, make him tell us whether in am diaspora na him for push where the money come central bank. Where we know say TSA today no be na just name, no be table, the file dey pass. People go work finish. No make I like Nigeria police these days o. After dem don go fight kidnappers or rescue people, kill the ones wey dem wan kill, dem come out say it was a joint effort by Nigeria police, Hunters Association, Edo State Security. Don list the people wey join dem these days. Na before dem say the Nigeria police through their gallant men, dem try to okay we no work with una again, but now dem don dey sincere. Make Yemi Cardoso make e dey sincere. The only sincere part wey fit take that time na when we quick pay a certain debt. That time Tinubu was about 6 months in office. He paid a certain debt. You understand? That thing be don dey reduce the amount of money wey we dey owe. But if president wan go borrow, is the central bank not part of the consultants?
Yes, sir.
Then when he come dey talk say like this, we go go see borrow now $6 million, a country wey dey say before na $200 million dey enter every month. Sometimes make people dey think before dey talk.
No, sometimes I just feel say maybe the president just have this knack, he like to borrow. Like sometimes you know, as a businessman, businessmen believe say you borrow to push in, but whenever they see the return, na make people dey shout. That's why him go tell you say na borrow, you know thief o. Na borrow, and
small Burkina Faso no go borrow, small Niger no go borrow, small how do I call this Polaris the other nation square time, Cote d'Ivoire, they no go borrow. We giant see how much be the enter. Now he say e don increase, and he say one portion to 1 billion every month. Abi you go achieve am, yet we don stop borrowing. No, we have no reason to be poor as Nigerians. We have no reason to be poor, but
that one na basic talk you talk. So yeah, we get no reason. But now all of these things we dey, that's why when we dey talk am say na the responsibility of our government to send out their aids, make dem come dey explain all of these things to people, because really you know what they tell us. No, na true.
You wan make those one come expose them?
No,
but we still talk one thing now, we pick it up from there.
But na be the challenge. So that's why then they go dey do well, because okay, so that also so that we go close in for room for them say you know, negative rumors and negative press. Now when people know they get the actual information, that time they say who say, and eventually them say na im go dey everywhere. The actual information nobody go get am. Now dem must definitely, those wey dey do business will know say businessman must borrow. Now you tell us as a businessman why you wan borrow and how long this borrowing go last. Now Obasanjo na help us the last time wey come help us clear debt. All of us dey happy say Nigeria no go owe again o, we are now a free country, at least our children go dey free. Before we talk Jack Robinson, Buhari start am, now Tinubu don dey crown am up. There must be some level of reasoning to all of these things, and they need to carry us along, make we know, so that no be say we go come sit down in the next century na those wey dey borrow from dem come catch us and our children say yeah, mo na come begin dey pay back, you know. But again, borrowing no be crime, no be big deal, but to what level are people allowed to borrow, and wetin dem wan take am do, na im be the question wey be the challenge for inside Nigeria. So
you ask Cardoso question just say all this money we dey talk about, how effective, wetin be the impact
of this money on our rice and our beans,
our cocoyam, you understand, all these small things wey dey our front, wetin be the impact to them? You understand? No come dey give us wetin you achieve, tell us how e take affect
the common everyday man.
Make you no raise shoulder. Sorry, I no dey vex for am, because all this borrowing, he na one of the consultants. The CBN is part of the consultants. You understand? NNPCL gets they get account.
But even if you tell you think say, but well, it also relative, sha, because even if you tell person make you no borrow, so say go yes say no go borrow. That one na still another thing, you know. That's
you know, consultants fit say no do. Now make I like this woman that time because you conjure well. That's even they move her from Ministry of Finance, can go Ministry of Information. She resigned.
Now the one talk and say it cost her resignation. You understand? Those two because she has to impose on what she feels is right. And that's why a lot of people they appreciate and hail her today. So yes, that's why we also must get to that point where Nigerians go ready to resign. If they have to resign. Now for Nigeria, yeah, they say they won't come up as for office, you go they beg with all in life and blood. And tell me why they no come fit dey use that person take dey carry out any illegality, because they don see say e dey desperate. You understand? But all the same, we will enter the topic, though we don't go far, and we do am on purpose so at least we go fit address most of all of these issues, because the matter wey I wan discuss today na matter wey still concern everyday, you know, life, how me and you go fit take develop and contribute positively to the development of our nation and our state. The number on our territories, in case you would like to contribute your own quarter on this program as they hold today, na 0911327775 to 0911327775, or you send us text message on that same number. Yeah, make I quickly tell you and say what would you expect today. Yes, and the basic, you know, importance of civil service to the growth of any nation, how would they look, and to the development of the society, and those states generally relatively never to do too badly. Part of the reason why we for suppose carry the NLC chairman come as the person wey still dey drive the union part of the body, but because of the NLC, the tussle wey they get among their leadership ranking, we no wan maybe like say we favour one against the other, and so we wan try see how we go fit balance that particular interview before we bring in one and the other. You understand? But pending that, at least we know say Dr. Anthony Okungbowa wey be the head of service for Edo State, at least they try since the time of what's his name now, the former governor Obaseki. At least that one na one good thing. So e tell you say the governor, the sitting governor, Senator Monday Okpebholo, no be person wey dey vindictive. Yeah. You understand? If na person wey dey vindictive, I no care whether that Okungbowa know wetin dey do or not. Na once he go fling am comot for that place. But he leave am for there because he inside don see say this guy be like we know wetin he dey do, and e don bring some level of stability into the civil service. See the exam wey dem write recently na wey bring in that how many permanent secretaries wey dem come in right now. I guess that exam e tough no be small, and dem no show anybody favoritism for the exam, and beyond that na so dem dey do am dey come since they come. And we all must know say civil service na be the engine room of every government. Once your civil service is in place, that government definitely go do well.
You see, when moved start from Senator Monday Okpebholo, when he take over from Godwin Obaseki, because government na continuity, e no mean the PS all of them comot. After all, one of our colleagues na PS now, Dr. Desmond Agbama, yeah. E no mean all those ones come. I think the only area where he touch na commissioners, wey like say they dissolve them before he come in. Then going further, the workforce of Edo, then we don't know how many. We hear about. But today, we dey get actual figures. They say social ministry get social number of staff. We social ministry get, they can't know how many be the casual staff wey dem dey hide before. You understand? This Okungbowa, e be like who for fit talk that time, but fear of the unknown. Yes, fear of the unknown. They almost same thing with Justice Archer, but that one stand the grant when he retire, and he retire meritoriously. See, when you go further on this Edo State service, because we no be talking about Nigeria at large for now. When you go about this Edo State civil service and public service, these two, you come observe some things. You come observe say e be like say when a certain man enter, he go pack people from him tribe more inside the thing. Yeah. You understand? But we know during the time of Godwin Obaseki, we get too many supporting agencies, we get too many volunteering groups like Edo Star, Edo Best. You understand? Few and then na ad hoc that they use. What about C4? I mean, it should be C4 now. These people dey sweep street, you understand, but I think many of them now they don incorporate them into the civil service. That na one side. On the other side, that time they say Obaseki do one good thing wey we like, then say no let fire stay your table more than 48 hours. And we say e still dey prevalent today, but Edo state government no dey in charge of the back end from the computer. That was why we say no, stop, we cannot be working as somebody is at the back who is not in the government.
But they don resolve that matter now.
We dey quack the coast small small, we reach there.
Okay.
Yes, then now when the workers, they permit me use the word workers, don dey do all these things, don dey fall in line. Look, wetin be their welfare? Number one, they still dey control these workers using their time, because sometimes to 9 we dey see civil servants dey go work. Meanwhile during Obaseki time, when you get to office you clock in. You go tell that one no dey rig am. Who come 10 o'clock no go use biro write 7:35.
Exactly.
Because who come 8 o'clock don clock. He go write 8 o'clock. You record 10 o'clock.
The time dey calculate you no dey go. Anybody clock him go just put the time for anytime wey clock. If you like come 6 a.m. but you no clock, that one no concern that clock. You know, e no concern am. Na the time wey you put that your hand, na e go mark for your name.
Mark for your name.
So
yes, as we see, giving it to the Edo State government too. I think in one of the visits by Dr. Okunbowa, he appealed that this 13 months salary should continue, and governor no relent. 2024 he did it, 2025 he did it. Some states now don dey fall in. I think it's Edo that started this 13 months. The Edo start and Lagos and follow immediately. You understand? Then outside these ones, our workers, how dem dey work? Dem dey work with their mind, or dem dey work for the money, waiting for the 30th 31st day of the month. Who dey pay 23rd of this month, dey pay 23rd of the following month. No be anything, na almost na the same 31 days. You just sit down for office dey wait make that month end, or make that salary come, or you dey look how you go take impact in the state because of that opportunity wey dem give you. Na somebody wan go represent Nigeria tomorrow for Cote d'Ivoire for this Abidjan economic summit, and from Edo State. I think he's leaving today to Cote d'Ivoire. So that office wey you dey, how impactful is it to us? How we fit take knack our chest say na that man dey that office, wayo no fit pass there, wuruwuru no fit pass there, na only sincerity, truthfulness na go pass there. How we fit take knack our hands for our chest? There was a justice, a chief judge in Edo State wey don stay 8 months. Then I no wan mention the government name, but na before Obaseki dem fling the chief judge comot. The other one of our sister station broadcast something which was very very meaningful and impactful. Dem go throw for one of the branches for village, say you just dey there, na this kind of place fit sincere people like you. You understand? This Nigerian Labour Congress, how dem take dey protect our workers? Because the year of mass sack, mass threat. You understand? How a man of 46 years don retire, they say na is it by force abi I call am compulsory retirement. If you do something, there are other ways to discipline him instead of to just carry am fling am comot like he doesn't have a back to fall on. The Nigerian Labour Congress, Trade Union Congress, wetin be their impact in the Nigerian workforce?
Alright, you don raise questions, and of course attempt to still answer some, and we dey here. Some of these questions na wetin all of us need to ask ourselves, because whether you be government worker or you be personal private worker, whether public or private, na you dey, the fact remains all of us na worker at some point, and na that work wey you dey do for where you dey do am na im go improve on the development of where you dey part time. So if you dey competent on your job, na you go answer that question. If you get character, good character wey you take dey at ten d to people on your job, na you sef go still answer that question. If you dey committed on that office or that business wey dem give you, na still you go answer that particular question, because as all of us get that responsibility to make Edo State great by the way we will take the attempt to the responsibility wey dey our hands, either by way of civil service or public servant. May I quickly read one message wey dey here on our table. It's one say, good morning, I believe the issue of drug production at God's time SN, they sending this message on our social media platform. It say, I believe the issue of drug production in our forest should not be treated as an isolated problem, because it can be connected to other criminal activities like kidnapping and terrorism. The government needs to take the proper control of these forests and ensure they are not being used as safe havens by criminals. And we still get another one from Frederick. He said, good morning, I agree with you what you have said about patriotism. We cannot continue to say Nigeria is bad while some of us are contributing to the problems we complain about. Okay, if Nigerians refuse to participate in illegal activities and instead support the fight against crime, I believe we can make a real difference in our country. Well, now the same thing all of us dey talk, we'll see how everybody will fit join hands to ensure civil service not be just for government workers, obviously. So now the bridge, of course, where they guide all policies, and people. So you fit do your personal business, like I talk. All of us now workers today. The basic thing wey dey control worker, A for public servant, na say control worker, B for private sector. Now when they say gone those days, they say government work, they put am for shoulder, for head. You understand? The three C's wey they talk about, for every business worker suppose oblige to, suppose hold on to, all of us need to imbibe am, character, competent, and commitment. Character, competence, and commitment. You understand? Those three C's. Today we say more admonish us, because it's not enough to say, oh, Nigeria no good, Nigeria no good. Wetin you dey contribute? Now we go appeal to our leaders to create the appropriate structures. Thank God almost every government don dey go into technology right now. Put the technology in place. When they put technology for civil service, say as the place come dey for inside those states. Other states no come here to come emulate and copy how they take dey do am. And we thank God say at least the government of the day was smart enough to retain that person wey be like say draft that particular policy to ensure we shaping the civil service for inside those states based on the former administration. If we see good, more we appreciate to do good. One and no ask me say why they call Obaseki name here. Obaseki try for that area of civil. Everybody when they talk and say even if you not do anything and in that civil service area, he try, and we must give am to am. The secretariat wey dey still dey use am, dem enjoy am there now. Na one place wey lift you go still fit use the lift, you go go up, you go carry come down, at least dem still dey enjoy am. So that one at least we give am to am, and we now come give am extra to the extra government wey buy also into that vision. Say yes, this vision wey this person start, na wetin to continue, na wetin to promote and improve on. And dem talk say, oh, na only technology dem bring. They no bring the other things to make technology there, right? They say be like who go rent duplex, put furnishing and finishing inside. Say dem wan put finishing now inside. That's normal. That's why government are continuous. If he finish am, wetin Okpebholo go do? He no go see anything do now. He no go see work. He no go do work to do. But wetin we dey talk be say make you do enough for yourself at time. I think na some of the challenges wey dem dey talk for inside the previous administration. Some people feel say maybe do some standard job, unlike the way Okpebholo take dey monitor on im programs and the way we take dey do those things. So, but every government must get im own, take from the previous one, the strength of the previous one, and improve on it. You understand? The bad part of am, you kill am, and now we see, and now the thing wey dey work for inside Edo State civil service. And kudos to at least those wey dey we no fit talk as any less, say at least to an extent. If they continue like this, in another 2-3 years, we will see some level of stability for inside the civil service, and the orientation of the civil service will change. Very important. That's why I see young people now, they interested in entering into the civil service, because when they even go, the environment be like regular work environment, regular place where all of us they go as private stations where they work. You understand? And all of those things are they encourage workers to want to do more. You understand? Not be the way that year when you go civil service, the whole place with the smell, very dark, no light, and all those things. Everywhere just get a stake be. But now most of those things don't change. So yes, we go appeal and encourage everybody. Say make all of us join hands as Edo citizens to make Edo State better. Now I work with this fast Alimo, see how we too want to contribute our quota. Now our quota will contribute. So I want to be a partition as we wrap up on the program.
Clearly, my message is still to the workforce. the civil service, the public service, the unionists, that is the NLC and the TUC. Now I get this message. E no dey enough to talk. Another challenge no dey finish because na from one to the other.
Yes,
make we push because we dey see some area wey be like say the state government dey lack now for employment. Make we push for employment. Some villages get schools wey no dey function because teachers no dey. If you post teacher go there, you go find a way come back to town. Everybody no fit dey town. But fortunately you wey dey town, just get am say na chance you get. No mean say you dey more fortunate than those wey dey for villages. Because if everybody dey village, some of us we no go chop food. So make we encourage this mass employment and deployment to rural areas, especially this aspect of teaching, this aspect of Ministry of Agric
and health.
Ministry of Health, Ministry of Environment.
Those are major critical areas.
If you push agric, you dey give farmers money. No say those villages wey dey for dey do the farm, you get men there wey dey see say yes, these people the money wey dey take, dey dey use am for the purpose wey dey for take this money, not to take agric loan. In the next 4-5 years, una wan begin pursue the person, that administration don comot, that money don gbe. So to me, everybody need to support whether the government of the day or forthcoming government, so that Edo State e go better for us. Without much, may I just use that to tell our governors to close baby. So Edo State still rely on how far you drive the workforce, and we pray make God give you continuous wisdom, make you do at least na that fit take am reach for today. My brother Kadiri Ale.
My name na Bisi Akpaida, and tomorrow na the Friday edition of As E Dey Hot. We go carry one better guest come. Mona, no worries. Definitely, all of us go join hands to make Edo State a better place.